Hello, billionaire brainstormers. It's Billionaire Carter in the flesh. Want to put something on your mind today. It's something I've said before, but it bears repeating. To live a life of absolute fulfillment, we must manifest our dreams. What do I mean by that? What I mean is that in order for an individual to truly be fulfilled, in my opinion, you have to fulfill those thoughts. You have to fulfill those desires, that lay in your heart, because they were put there for a reason. You were given those desires because you are capable of fulfilling them if you would equip yourself and figure out how to use the masterpiece that you have on the inside of you, which is your mind. And because it was given to you for the purpose of being utilized. It's Billionaire Carter in the flesh. We'll speak to you more about this soon. Hello world, it's the apostle of entrepreneurship, Johnny B. Carter, and the B is for billionaire. Well, as always, you want to put something productive on your mind. I think about Napoleon Hill. One of the chapters in the book is on faith. And faith is the substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen. What it is that, it's me believing that I have the power to receive something that I don't have any evidence of at the time I start believing for it. That's faith. So, you have faith that, you will live to see another day. You have faith that when you turn your key over in the ignition, or when you push the button, when you speak to it, the car will start. You have faith when you stick your key inside the lock, or when you press your code into the door, that the door to the house will open, And so when it comes to fulfilling your potential and being the best that you can be, putting your best foot forward, not comparing yourself to anyone else, but lining yourself up with a full manifestation of who you're capable of being. And I truly believe that as we focus on being the best us that we could be, with the comparisons will definitely begin to go away, because you'll begin to be satisfied with who you are. And you'll see that you have value and you have worth, and there are those who will definitely be able to gain strength from your story. You just have to get to the other side of it. So don't stop where you are right now. If you're down, you have the power to get up. It's Billionaire Carter in the flesh. We'll speak with you soon. Hello world, it's Billionaire Carter in the flesh. I wanted to speak to you a little more about your power, because at the end of the day, you have to get an agreement with yourself, and when you get an agreement with yourself, you begin to eliminate the things in your life that are keeping you from being at your best. Because let's face it, a lot of the challenges that we face are due to things that we bring on ourselves. A lot of times there are literally adjustments that we can make within ourselves that will dramatically change our circumstance, And so I want to encourage you to, like always, get serious about, taking advantage of each available opportunity to improve yourself. You have the power to hold on to your excuses. You have every right to do that, And the spirit of poverty will always provide us with powerful excuses, infallible excuses, very justifiable excuses, to continue to settle for less, to continue to limit ourselves, when the limit is truly unlimited. So I just want to encourage you to, speak life to yourself, and you'll be surprised that as you begin to speak life to yourself, you begin to look a little different, you begin to have a little bit of a different perspective, you begin to try that thing that, at one point you had given up on, and just a simple adjustment of mindset, and you'll start seeing results become different. Does that mean that there won't be any challenges? Of course not. Does that mean that things won't ever be difficult? Of course they will be, because as we all know, anything worth having is definitely worth working for. But I'll tell you one thing, fighting is definitely worth the while when in the end, the reward is much more powerful, than the effort that it took to get there. It's Billionaire Carter in the flesh. We'll talk with you soon. Hello world, it's Billionaire Carter in the flesh. I want to share a story about a time when, I had to really believe in myself. I was driving back and forth from East Texas to a city called Rowlett, Texas. It's about an hour and 45 minutes, about 2 hours away. But anyway, I was going to be given a salary for X amount of dollars a week plus commission on each car, okay? So I gave that salary back and I asked to be paid a percentage. I asked for 25% of whatever I collected in the down payment. So, and I asked for a company car so that I could drive back and forth, and if I didn't sell anything, he wouldn't have to pay me anything, But if I did sell, I would get 25%. So I had a $400 cap, and I went on to collect more money in down payments than any other salesman that had worked for this particular business owner, and he had been in business for 50 years. And I didn't have any experience selling cars. I didn't know anything about selling cars, but what I did know about was being honest with people. I would ask questions, I would find out what people want, and I simply gave them what they asked for. And I want to encourage you with that, because although I never got good at car knowledge or car information, I got really good at being honest with people. I got really good with, servicing people's needs and, figuring out how to be a servant leader. And that led me to the financial rewards that I was seeking, because my first goal was to be good to the people. And whenever I would see other people not doing that, I would find myself, trying to intervene, to make things right. And when I was put in a position where I wasn't able to do that, all I could do was remove myself from the situation. So, and when you have that type of heart, I'm a living witness that, doors continue to open for you, because when you have a good heart and you have a good spirit and you desire to do good towards your fellow man, and that's not being a floor mat, that's not letting people walk over you, but what that is that's saying that, my first option is to do right. My first thought is to do right. My first thought is to do the responsible thing, to do that thing that I would have done to me. And is that always going to be reciprocated back? Not always. But at the end of the day, when you're sowing seeds of positivity, you're sowing seeds of goodness, you're going to receive that harvest back. And so, challenge yourself to only sow seeds of production. And any negative seed that is sown, go and dig that seed up, and uproot it, and plant it down with that good seed that can bring forth life, that can bring forth the evidence of what it is that you desire to see in your life. It's Billionaire Carter in the flesh, the apostle of entrepreneurship. We will speak with you.